What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video.
And John,
And we just up on the other side of midnight, wanting to discuss with you guys about this so-called gender wars, okay? Something we definitely not down with, all right? Now, you can see this picture of this strong brother and sister right here, and their words are this: we are one. We know who the enemy is. For one that is divided among themselves are a fool and are worthy of destruction. Okay? And I put those words in there, but it seemed befitting for what this brother and sister right here stands for. It's all about unity, but we got some traitors, among us in our race of people that is doing the will of the enemy, in the form of so-called gender wars, and we just ain't with that shit, man, because there's no her without him and no, him without her. That's basically what this all boils down to. But be that as it is, you got these fucking sellouts that I can't stand on YouTube, you understand? And y'all know who they are. I'm gonna mention some names, Cynthia G, what her sour tuna smelling ass. You understand? This Nyla says, and whoever this one gap tooth dude, I guess Nyla says is married to, among others, talking about aborting black baby boys, that is, and I'm sure they have, black babies or black baby boys or what have you. But see, when it comes down to what makes money and selling out to the enemy, they gonna say all of these damn derogatory and destructive things, that it takes to get the money. You see?
and the Most High put us together as a union between the man and the woman. It's supposed to be the Most High first, the Messiah, man, woman, then children. We can't get away from the chronological order. We need each other, and the enemy has done a good job on using our own people to divide and conquer us, and that's not good.
No, it's not good. You know what I mean? See, because at this point, by doing sick shit like this, you are dividing and conquering yourselves for the enemy. For these ones that are getting on here doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Talking about aborting black babies. What kind of shit is that? And the ones that are saying these things, if that were so, then your ass wouldn't be here in the first place.
And I was really shocked to find out that so many black women are aborting their babies. I just didn't realize it was that bad. And they think it's not murder, but it is murder. From the moment of conception, that child is a soul. And it's just ridiculous.
Right, it is. Well, see, a lot of them doing the will of the enemy. And then see, when I see these documentaries, a lot of them saying that Margaret Singer, I think that's her name, who came up with Planned Parenthood to put these abortion centers in black communities, or where to come to get babies murdered, just say. Well, the thing is this. Now, if these women had not participated, or men for that matter, some of the men even said, hey, you may as well get rid of it because I don't want it and this and that or what have you. Whatever the situation is, it was wrong on both behalves. But the thing is you're playing into the devil's will when you do things like this. And see, when you do that, you only make it bad on us as a people, and then before the Most High's, before him, because sad but true, the majority always rule. And just because a minute few may see things as wrong and not want to go along with it, if the majority does, then that's what's going to happen.
And there's too many birth control methods out here anyway for women to get pregnant with a baby and then decide that they don't want it. Because you already know from Jump Street the possibilities of having unprotected sex or not being on a birth control method. There's just no excuse in killing a baby that you didn't have to get pregnant with in the first place.
That's right. And see, the thing is this. I'm going to say it. You got to be a wicked ass motherfucker to even do some shit like that. Anyway, You understand? To abort your baby and then turn around and read some story or hear about some story on the news that some woman has killed her children and whatever. And then you say, ooh, what? Man, that's messed up. I could never do nothing like that. What the hell you think you did when you went and aborted your baby in the first damn place? That's exactly what you done.
Exactly.
You did that. But far as let's move on to another topic of the so-called gender war shit. You know what I'm saying? I see, a lot of women pushing this thing. You know what I'm saying, and wanting to. I hate the word divest her. You know what I mean? I hate it. But anyway, they wanting to go over to the other side as if things are gonna be so much fucking better, not realizing and understanding. That's why we are in the curses that we are in the first place, but fooling around outside your marriage with abominable creatures that wasn't supposed to be in the first place. And then the Most High allowed the devil to raise up his seed to rule over us as curses.
And I don't know about you ladies, but when I was younger, I'd say in my late teens, early 20s, maybe a little older, you would hear the older women talking about don't listen to no man, don't let no man tell you what to do. Well, of course, the Most High didn't intend for us to listen to a fool. But if we following a man that's following the Messiah, who's following him, then we are supposed to submit ourselves to our husband. Actually, we submit to one another. And this gender war thing started with the enemy's woman. And all she did was use our women to get her equal rights and stuff. And then the black woman, basically, for the most part, all of them I know are single mothers with many baby daddies, and the daddies got many baby mamas, and it's just dysfunctional.
And that white woman still got her husband. Ain't that something? But you still got that few women on here that says, black women never hyped up or followed or supported no white women's movements or stuff like that. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. They did it. You know what I'm talking about? And everything else. And I noticed something else. With these so-called ones that's talking about expanding your options when it comes down to dealing with they self-hating asses, number one. Dealing with your own black man, you understand, or your own black woman. But I'm talking about the black women here that's on here doing that shit. You see what I'm saying? They always talk about expanding your options and the grass is greener on the other side. But any damn time you hear about some of these low-life subs chopping up black women, giving them fucking fentanyl, and then they bust open, as far as bleeding out the nose, the ears, and the eyes and every damn thing else. And then the judicial system don't find no fault nowhere in the last person she was seen with or being with. You understand? Just because she snuck around and wanted to get her ass licked, and also that she was going to get this X amount of money and she's going to be taken care of for life. I don't ever hear nothing about these so-called divester chicks who pushing this shit, saying, could the white man be used as a tool to euthanize black women?
Yes, that's very possible. I mean, let's not get it wrong. We know people can get hurt regardless of what nationality of person that they're with. But we're talking about our own people. That's my concern.
And we also know that, black men kill black women. You know what I'm talking about. We know that happens, just like we know black women kill black men. But you understand, but what's most never hardly talked about is when they getting killed by the one that they thought that the grass was going to be green on the other side.
And we need each other, and apart from each other, that's why the black family has become so weak. From way back in the 60s and 70s, when they really created welfare for the enemy and his family, and then you couldn't have no man in the house with you, so they weeded our men out the house and all this. And then women started talking about how independent and strong they are, and they don't need no man. Well, I need my man, and I'm going to lift him up just as well as he lifts me up. And that's where we have went wrong as a people, as a whole. And now our children are out here doing all kind of heinous, demonic
crimes,
just very disturbing things. We have lost our way as a people, as a whole. Of course, not all of us, but the majority, like my husband said, rule. Most of us are just lost.
Lost is it.
I never knew so many black people that didn't even believe in the Creator, first of all.
Yeah.
And that's shocking to me. But anyhow, it's dysfunctional.
Very dysfunctional, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's disturbing to me, you understand? And like I saw, it was a lady, a chick that I was subscribed to, you know what I'm saying? And I noticed, you know, every now and again she always hinting about, you know, white man was checking a sister out and all that old kind of shit. And she went on a channel and talked about how some white man talk about how he treat a sister because that's some sister dealing, we know, married to him and he treats her like a queen and all that kind of shit. Y'all know what the fuck I did? I unsubscribed from the motherfucker to this day. You see what I'm talking about? I don't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, it's the ignorance. It's the ignorance that's killing people. Other words, like the Most High said, my people are perishing for lack of knowledge. You see what I'm talking about? Not knowing what the hell is going on is why they dying. And then big upping the very damn thing that's thinning us out as a race. You see what I mean? That's no good. Just sick shit.
And some years ago, me and James went to a wedding. And the preacher was marrying the two people, and he got to the part where he asked her did you promise to, you know how it go, love, honor, and obey. This person held up their wedding for at least 5 minutes. And I said, well, she don't understand marriage. She don't understand the chronological order. We talking about following a man, not a piece of a man that is following our Creator, His Son. But anyhow, she held up her marriage for about 5 minutes. And I told James after we left the church and everything, I said, that marriage is not going to last because they should have discussed what vows they was going to use before they even got married. But to stand there and embarrass him like that in front of all those people, she really had a problem with saying yes.
Yes, she did.
And they stayed married maybe 2 years.
If that. And like I told you, I said, well, the marriage wouldn't have continued anyway because if she had a problem with that, I would have just politely turned to the crowd, the audience, and told you, hey, look, there'll be no marriage here today. You know what I'm saying? I apologize and everything, but no, there ain't gonna be no marriage. But we still can go eat and have a nice time and going on about our lives. But I ain't finna marry this motherfucker. That's that. You see what I'm talking about? Because she was telling them right there. You know, that was the tip of the iceberg right there of how she thought. That's just what it was. You know what I'm saying? See?
And then I was at work one day some years ago, and there were older women in there. And at this time, I probably was only in my early 30s, maybe mid-30s at the oldest. And there were older women in there, probably about 50 or so, and they was telling one of the younger co-workers who was, she's probably about 6-7 years younger than me. I guess she was discussing some stuff that was going on between her and her husband with these two women. And they told her, don't let no man tell you what to do. And when they left, I told the young lady, I said, I don't need to know what you were talking about or whatever. I said, but don't let no woman tell you how to be with your own man. Because a lot of these women, while they busy trying to tear your shit down, they doing everything possible to hold theirs together. And that's what I told the young lady.
Yeah.
Because it's just ridiculous. We need each other. You hear all these people on YouTube talking about we as a people need to get it together, which is very true. But we need to get it together as in who is the head of the household. My Creator said who's the head of the household, not the woman. Woman was not to rule over man.
Well, she ain't supposed to usurp authority over a man. She's not. But there's a lot of our women who think that's what they are supposed to be doing. You see what I'm talking about? They think they supposed to be able to snap on the man when they get ready and man put her ass in her place. Oh, you did not. No, fuck that. You see what I mean? You supposed to be in a woman's place just like a man's supposed to be in his. And if you busy trying to wear my damn pants, that's not going to work because I'm not going to put your fucking dress on. That's out.
And I'm glad you said that, because I was just getting ready to say, ladies, I'm talking about a man that loves his wife like the Creator said, to love your wife like you love the church. So therefore, he's not going to tell you nothing wrong. He's not going to lead you in the wrong direction. And I have no problem with being submissive to my husband. Matter of fact, him being a manly man is what turns me on about him.
Yeah. You know, the Most High said for a husband to love his wife like he loved himself. So for a husband to mislead his wife, you understand, he misleading himself anyway. That's what that boils down to. See, it's like I said before. Our people, like the Most High said in His Word, is perishing for lack of knowledge. They don't have a lot of knowledge, and they dying just because of that. You see what I'm saying? See, but yeah. All I'm saying is this. Now, if any of you guys out there, you know, are subscribed to some of the aforementioned channels that I, you know, mentioned, I'm asking you to boycott these fucking channels. You understand what I'm saying? Boycott them. You know, unsubscribe from them. Don't subscribe to that kind of fucking rhetoric. Because, like I said, this self-hate shit gotta go. And they asses need to be kicked out. You understand what I mean? Of our fucking picnic. You understand what I mean? Cookout, whatever you want to go. And let their ass just go on over there where they all so aspiring, wanting to be. You see what I'm saying? And then see, if I ever come across one of these motherfuckers in one of these stories and got fucked up, I'm going to read the story. I'm going to do the fucking video on their ass, and then I'm going to say, oh, too fucking bad. I have no sympathy for you, devil.
And we can be strong. We can be a strong woman, a strong man, but we can be stronger together.
As a people.
In unity. As a people.
You know what I'm saying? But all this other shit ain't making it, man. This shit is ugly as hell. You understand what I'm saying? When I be watching some of these videos and that shit, and then these tramps get on here talking shit. You understand? I'm saying the things that they saying. And I'm like, these motherfuckers act like they don't even come from a black man. You understand? I mean,
and the men too. I like that they didn't come from a black woman too.
Right. You understand what I'm saying? For the ones that I've seen. And to be honest with you, I know it's a lot of them out there. You know what I'm saying? But that Tommy, that dude, man, I don't know what damaged that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, he's been really hurt.
Oh yeah, that motherfucker been hurt. You know, boot rack and flapjack and every. What's your dad be saying? You know what he be saying?
My dad. That's your dad. Dolomite his dad, y'all.
Dolomite her daddy. But anyway, yeah, he be boot rack, shack, and all that kind of shit. Yeah, that happened to Tommy. That motherfucker. Y'all know who Tommy I'm talking about. Yeah. You understand? That motherfucker, like, he got a problem with black women. You know what I'm saying? And some shit he be right about in a sense.
Yeah.
But a lot of things that he be saying, he just going over fucking board. And I don't agree with him on it. You see what I mean?
He go too far.
He going too damn far. And not only about black women, but shit, he say the same thing about black men and black children. You understand what I'm saying? So this motherfucker, you know, I think he pretty much pioneered this whole gender war shit. When you look at it, you understand, because he always went after black women.
Yeah, because when we first started watching YouTube, and we used to watch him, that's mainly was his thing.
And then see,
calling us BT 1000.
Yeah, all that shit. Yep. And see, you know, and that just goes to show you, black women follow a black man, but sometimes they follow him for the wrong, in the negative way. Exactly. Because then when they saw him, you know, flourishing from doing this shit, now all of a sudden you had, you know, Titbird head Cynthia G, Titbird. You know what I'm saying? Getting on here talking about, she used to get on here and talk about subs. You understand what I'm saying? And saying what they're about and where they come from and this and that. And, you know, her channel was flourishing. Then all of a sudden, that shit got cut. You see what I mean? Then she flipped the narrative. Next thing I know, it was black men. So then she started flourishing. Then you get this other chick, you know what I mean? This Nyla and all the rest of them. This Simone 56, you know what I'm saying? What's Dolomite? Hurricane Annie. Yeah, looking up at her Hurricane Annie looking ass. You know what I mean? Getting on here talking shit. You know what I'm saying? And what's that other one with her fucked up ass voice? She's a nice looking woman.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Pink Pill. Her. She's very chocolate. She's a very nice looking woman. I can't remember. I can't think of her name now.
But while he's thinking of that name, what I wanted to say is our children need their mother and their father in the house, in their lives. You know what I mean? Women, quit using your child against their dads and vice versa. Because in the end, all the kids are going to remember is who was there for them, be it the woman or the man. We need our family back to the way it used to be, you know.
Right.
Over the years, you hardly ever see a household too much anymore where it's a husband and a wife, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I remember now. It was Crystal and Karasin. Her. You know, she she always with she was with a sub. You understand? I mean, she was with a sub. She was talking a lot of shit. Got a fucked up ass voice though, man. That I don't know who voice is worse, her or Kim Kardashians. Them bitches can't talk well for shit. It's some with
that one we watched in the movie last night.
Michelle, but she can sing though. But that motherfucking voice, it seemed like two people operating that vessel. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all check Michelle. That girl was bad back in the day, but just to have a general conversation with her, oh man, that'd be kind of annoying. But I'm just saying, those were the women. These are the women I'm talking about on here. You know what I mean? I'm really getting on here talking about like black man ain't this, black man ain't that. But see, black man the one brought your ass in. You see what I mean? Because you couldn't have got in if it wasn't for a black man. Ain't no black woman on this earth having no baby by herself on her own.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She is not what they call dual sex. She's not a reptile. She can't produce a baby by herself. So that's another damn thing. A lot of they're demeaning themselves even talking the way they're talking. That's basically what it boils down to.
Yeah, they did a great job on dividing and conquering the black man and the black woman against each other.
No, it's like basically they gave a sword and said, for every black person that you cut, I'm gonna pay you this money, this X amount of money or whatever. For every black person you stab and you kill. That's what they gave the black woman who do this shit and the black man who do it. And they went to cutting. But now it's time to cut they goddamn ass. And that is off. You see what I mean? Unsubscribe from these raggedy ass motherfuckers. They're no good to us as a people. And also if you have channels, you know what I'm saying? Speak out against these low lifes. Speak out against them because they need to really go.
Yeah, because somebody killing the male babies. Well, if you kill off all the male babies, then how the women gonna get pregnant?
They gonna run over there to the sub, the PS sub. That's what.
Yeah, and continue to white us out like they have done in our history book, the Bible.
That's true. But you know what? On black and white, on paper, that's only as far as it's going now. Because it ain't gonna be no more of that shit.
Well, the Most High not gonna totally let them destroy his chosen
That's
people
my point.
anyway.
That's my point. Ain't gonna be none of that no more. That's it. The sub time on this earth, he's had his time. And as we can see, we are already, I say about a quarter of the way into Revelations right now. A good quarter. You understand? And that rest of that 75% is rapidly approaching.
And I know he got to be totally frustrated with this world, because I know I am.
Yeah. Well, I think we all are at this point, for those of us that know. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us, so damn lost. Shit, all they can see is what's going on with this world. And that's all they care about. You know what I mean?
And I'm not here trying to bash the man or the woman, because there's been enough blame to go around on both sides. I'm just saying it's time for us to stop the generational curses and try to teach our children, our grandchildren, great-grandchildren to have better morals and respect like it used to be.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. It took a long time to get it like this, but I'm going to tell you when the gender war started. The gender war started back in the Garden of Eden. Not Edom, but Eden. Between the forefather and the foremother, when a third party came between them, just like it still is to this day.
Oh, yeah, right.
You see a evil third party came in between them, and everything been messed up ever since. But you see on this particular picture right here, you see just two people. That's the man and the woman. You see, no third parties whatsoever, no snake. Nobody's whispering in their ear, and they are as one.
Right, and Eve did let that old wicked one in.
Did she? She sure did, boys. You know, had his babies and every damn thing.
And still doing it.
Still doing it, and got the nerve to be promoting the shit.
Yes.
You know, these proud, arrogant descendants. You see what I mean?
And I'm gonna say this: if you want to date out of your nationality, that's your business. But don't be trying to recruit everybody else to do the same thing. You know what I mean?
But that's what zombies do. That's what zombies do. That's what it's all about, recruitment. They fuck around and get bit, turn raggedy. The next thing they want to do is go and bite and turn somebody else raggedy. You see what I mean? And it goes on and from there. You know, well, you're not gonna bite me. You ain't gonna turn me raggedy.
Well, I feel this way. Black women are beautiful. I always tell my husband, they're so beautiful. All of us have our own personal space of beauty. And our men are some very strong looking, handsome men. You know, and even the ones that I would say that may not be handsome to me, to someone else, but is to me, that manliness is there. You can't take it away. It's there. And it's intimidating probably to the other men, so that's why they're trying their best to get rid of our men.
Oh.
But it won't happen here.
No, because they know if they infiltrate the woman, you understand, and there's a good possibility will wipe the man up, but that'll never happen.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We are the original people. We are descendants of the original people, and it's time that we stand up and realize that and become and get back in order to what the Most High wanted us to be in the first place, and stop embarrassing Him.
Exactly.
You know,
because we are the chosen people. We're supposed to be the example to the world, but it seems like we letting the world
rule us.
Yes,
rule us, and that ain't the way it's supposed to go. That's not the way it's supposed to go. You know. Well,
and that picture you see right there, that's what they're afraid of. It intimidates them.
Yes, it does.
And it is beautiful.
Yes, it is.
Power to the people.
Power
Black
to the
is
people,
beautiful.
for real. That's right. On the real, you know. Well, that's all we got for y'all. You know, we just wanted to bring this thing to y'all about this gender war class, you know, and cut it off, you know, at its knees where it need to be. You know, tell us what y'all think about our video. We really want to hear what you guys think, you know, and what have you.
Yes, we would appreciate that. And stay strong and positive out there.
All right. This is James.
And Joan.
And people, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched.
Simply because we are.
And we are out. Peace.
Peace.